as a sort of commentary on the use of public space, and how when a space is created for the public, the authorities basically don't have any control once it's created and opened over how it's used, and the public then get to decide how they're going to use the space. But then it's also a film, looking at history and memory. Could you say something about that and the intersection of the two?
Actually, before the pandemic, hundreds and thousands tourists came here to see what is the legacy of Chiang Kai-shek. And if you enter the building, you can see a lot of exhibition and maybe poster, and you see the statue of Chiang Kai-shek also. So the building always promote him as a, national hero or something, like the man who built this beautiful country. But the truth is, we cannot see other things, other side of this guy. So I decided to make this film. I hope this film can make that people to rethink why that we have this building, who is Chiang Kai-shek, and he actually is a dictator, and we should know what the legacy he left to us, and that maybe that can force us to rethinking who we are and what is our country. Yeah.
If anyone has a question for Wood, you're meant to send them in via Slido, and the information's up on the screen, slido.com, and you use the code there. We actually have one question in already from Anonymous, who asks, did the CKS Memorial Hall office itself have any views about you making a film on this topic?
Sorry, could you repeat again?
Did the CKS Memorial Hall office, the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall office itself, have any views about you making a film on this topic?
They don't. I think they don't know that. But actually, this is my first short film, and I'm also a programmer and curator for exhibition. But last year they invited me to hold an exhibition about human rights in this building, and I select maybe several works about of video art and installation which are against dictator, and they censorship me. So I feel that maybe I should make things as a supplement to make my political statement and supplement to Chiang Kai-shek. Yeah.
You just said that they didn't know that you made the film there. So could you say something about the actual process of shooting without having official permission to shoot in the space?
Yeah, as you say, this place is a public place, so I don't think I should, apply the permission to make this film. But one thing I can say is that the sound actually is from the propaganda, and the propaganda were made by to promoting Chiang Kai-shek. And actually, if you listen it very carefully, you know that in like 1970s or 80s, how the propaganda told us we should love this leader. So I mix the image and sound, try to make the effect of the ironic and to reflect the situation of messy and I don't know, our confused. Yeah.
Yes, there's a wonderful sly, almost mocking irony in the film. And I was actually going to ask you about that archival audio. Where did you access it?
Actually, I just stolen it from internet. I we can play the clips on internet, and there's a mark on the image, right? So I decide not to use the image. I just record the sound. So that's my way to use this archive footage, and I think I don't need to get official permission or something, because for me this kind of propaganda actually is injustice, so everyone can use it for free. That's also my statement or attitude on my side to this film. Yeah.
This is also a film about physical monuments, statues, and over the past year in the West, there's been a lot of debate around statues and how we should view statues of people from the past. Is this a conversation that has made its way to Taiwan? Are people talking about this at all?
Yeah, sure. Especially in recent 10 years, everybody talk about transitional justice. And I think there are more than 1,000 statues in Taiwan. And there's a park in another city which gather and have a very rich collection of Chiang Kai-shek statues. So if you go there, you will feel very, strange, and thousands, hundreds of stuff just there. But this one in the Chiang Kai-shek Memory Hall is the biggest one. And every year, people talk about how to trade this. Should we just move it, or we have other choice? But in my background, actually, it's the gate of the memory hall, and that's my title called Liberty Square. But before 2007, actually, here is like Chiang Kai-shek Memory Hall, or Chiang Kai-shek is the best, Chiang Kai-shek is wonderful, the words over there. So for me, it's step by step, but my thought is that one day we should move it, and it's icon that if we can move it, we can live more freely and with confidence, to face our history. Yeah.
We have another question, also from Anonymous. I just want to say, as someone who comes from mainland China, there is another version of this. I don't know specifically what they mean, but there's another version of this about Mao at Tiananmen Square. It's so interesting, this film. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if you want to make any connection between the two.
Not really, but I'm very appreciative if you can connect with the other square or other situation in any country, not only China. But I think this film is also very political. If you have political view to watch it, you can dig more deeper about the history and about political, and you can also know why Taiwan is a very special place, or maybe I should say country in the world. Yeah.
We're going to have to wrap up soon, but I want to ask you one last question. This is the international premiere of the film, which means it's screened in Taiwan already. Could you say something about what the reaction has been to the film there?
I think the world premiere was last December in Taipei Golden Horse Film Festival. It's just, I think it was okay, and some audience think it's also very funny. So yeah, I think I appreciate it and had a wonderful experience with local audience. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we want to thank you for your film. We also want to thank you for the wonderful program that you've curated, the retrospective program taking place in the festival this year. And we're sorry you couldn't be here with us, but we hope and expect that sometime in the future you will be. So thank you. once again very much, and all the best.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.